good friend, Senator Tracy Steele, amen. He's here today, thank God for him. And I would that you, for those that don't know, he's a candidate for the mayorship in North Little Rock. So if you would, just keep him up in your prayers, amen, that God elevate him. God bless you. We thank God for all of those kind words that has been said. We get ready to present our speaker. We thank God for Pastor Smith. He is not a stranger to this area. He's a pastor here. He's one of the greatest pastors that we have here in Northeast Arkansas. We appreciate God for him on today. He's Ruby Harris pastor. We want to thank God for him. And I believe that he has a word for God's people on today. Amen. Want to know right before he comes and take the mic, we're going to have a soloist that's going to come and render another selection. But I want you to give the Lord a hand of praise for all of our Facebook watchers. We have over 100 people on Facebook that's watching online every stream. We thank God for you. God bless you. Amen. We ask that we would go ahead on and get started. And I'll come back after Pastor Smith with some other acknowledgement. God bless you.
This afternoon we honor the Lord. We do give him thanks for allowing us to be here. recognizing that all power in heaven and earth is in his hand. We honor him because he's worthy of all praise.
Amen.
We give honor this afternoon for our host pastor, Pastor Thomas. We thank God for him and his wife and this beautiful church and congregation. God is blessing right now. We certainly honor this family, the Harris and Kennedy family. We thank God, amen, for each of them that are here. And we're only here to give a word of encouragement. Certainly we recognize all the pastors and their wives, sororities, and the dignitaries that are here. God is blessing right now. And we're here on behalf of one that we all love, one that has been a good soldier for the Lord. And certainly all the beautiful words that have gone up before will be fitting for this occasion. Amen. We thank God. And I would just like to say, we're not going to be for just a minute or two, but I'd just like to say we thank God for her service. Amen. Wonderful child of God. Amen. Not only was she a good teacher, amen, but she also was a powerful Sunday school teacher. Now, to put emphasis on that today, because not only did she rather feed them spiritually, but when they got through learning their lesson, she made sure that they had something to eat. Amen. Amen. Powerful. And then I've heard it said before she opened her home. One Brother Harris opened up and our young people would come over and you talk about having a time. Amen. The love in the neighborhood. The love in the church and the congregation. Amen. Amen. A kind person. Didn't mind. Amen. Lifting up a name for the Lord. And I thank God. So this afternoon, very briefly, amen, as I look out over the family, amen, I see one of my family members is seated also with them. Amen. I've been knowing the family for years. Amen. And thank God for the powerful work that they have done in this community. And we know they are beloved because when we look around we see, amen, love is shown. Amen. And when love is shown, you know that God is saying, well done. Very briefly, amen. This thought was brought to my attention when I heard about her homegoing. And I thought about what could we say on behalf of such a wonderful personality. And this thought, John, the 14th chapter, very familiar to most of us that are in this house. But in the 14th chapter of the book of John, there are a few verses that I would put emphasis on, beginning at verse 1. And it simply reads as follows: Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it was not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. I want to talk briefly this afternoon on this thought in my new home. I want to talk about some you understand what we're talking about. I want to talk about a feeling that's not made by the hands of man. And I want to put emphasis on the fact, amen, that Jesus himself, he left words with his disciples and calmed their fears. I don't know about you, amen, but when a loved one passed, you're disturbed. Words don't seem to be coming the way they should come. And it's hard, amen, to deal with what we're dealing with today. But I'm here to let you know that God foresaw and was able to comfort even his own disciples. To let them know because just like you and I that are here this afternoon, if you would read the 13th chapter of John, you'll find out that it was shortly after supper, just before Passover, that Jesus announces to his disciples that he was going to leave here. You read that chapter, you'll find out that Peter begins to ask questions. In essence, I'll paraphrase, where are we going? Jesus speaks back to him and says, well, I'm going. In essence, you can't come now. But after a while, amen, Peter, not knowing exactly what he's speaking about, amen, heart is heavy laden. The disciples' hearts are heavy laden because Jesus tells them, I must go away. I'm going away. I'm going to prepare a place for you. I can see them in my mind walking around with their head hung down because they didn't have a full understanding of what Jesus really meant. Amen. Peter asked the question, and the other disciples is listening to Peter because Robert said Peter was somewhat of a leader to them. And they looked it up to them, and Peter and the disciples are saddened in heart. And Jesus tells his disciples, in order to ease their pain, that I'm going away to prepare a place. Like said, Jesus' occupation when he was on earth was that of a carpenter. And therefore, that his disciples would understand what he was talking about. He looks at his disciples as they are troubled in mind. I've got to go away and leave you. There's no doubt in my mind somebody was troubled the other day when they found out that their loved one had to go away. Amen. Lord, I've got news for you. Amen. Jesus was one that was able to prepare for any and every situation. He tells them because he recognized that we cannot remain for eternity in this earthly body. He recognized that one day that we would have to leave. You did know that man is a triune being, body, spirit, and soul. Amen. And Jesus recognized that one day the soul is going to need a resting place. So therefore, when he's around the disciples, notice the wording once again, very brief. He said, let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. Then he began to say, in my Father's house are many mansions. In other words, amen, there's room for all of us. And all we have to do is just simply believe. Believe what? First of all, that Jesus is the Son of God. Not only that, but he hung and died for all of our sins. He said, I got another job to do. I must go away. You keep reading, you find out he said that if I don't go, the comfort will not come. I'm going away, but I won't be allowed to say idle. I'm going to prepare a place for each of you. Let not your heart be troubled. All you have to do is believe in God and believe in me. He said, if I go, and I want you to consider this, he said, I will come again. I'm coming back again, and I'm going to take you, in essence, to be at home with me. I must go, but I'm coming back again. When I was reading this, I thought about the fact, amen, that each of us have a mention in heaven. And for some reason it came to my mind that when it's our time to go, that he comes back for us. Not for us to be without a home, but the home is complete. I don't know about you, but sometimes this old body gets aching and pain. And I'm going through some things that sometimes I can't handle on my own. I get a hope in knowing that when this old body leaves this world, that there's a promise that has been made to me. Not only me, but to each of you that's here today. Amen. I'm going away. I'm going to prepare a place for you. Heaven, we're told, is a place for prepared people. In other words, I just won't move you into just any old place. But I'm going away. I'm going to fix it. Allow me to say real good. I'm going to prepare a place for those that belong to me. Amen. When he said that, I remember what Paul said in 1 Thessalonians 4:13. He said to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. I don't know about you, but I got excited about it because I realized that I'm in a temporal body. But when I leave this body, you may be looking, I'm talking about the real me. You can only see the outside. But when the Lord come back again, when I leave this old body, I'm not worried, amen, about staying here because the Bible says to be absent is to be present. I thought about the other day in my new home. Y'all mind if I talk about my dwelling place? We're here to celebrate. Because not only did he build one mansion, but he went away to build a mansion for each of us. Now, I like to think in my mind that when he got tired of suffering, when he got tired, Sister having aches and pains, when he got tired of what he was going through, he said in his words, I got a new home. And it's waiting on me. I don't know about you, but when I think about heaven, when I think about you, that new home, I think about up there, there's no dying, because dying will be over with. When I get home, I don't have to worry about crying no more aches, and no more pain. And I want in my mind, is there anybody here that's making arrangements to move out this old body and be able to move upstairs? I stopped by to tell this man, let not your heart be troubled. I know it get hard sometimes, but our sister in Christ is in a better place. And I wonder do I have any sense in the building? Anybody here know that in glory, no more dying? He's going to wipe away all the tears from our weeping eyes. Up there, we don't have to worry about being misused. I know about you, but when I see him, I want to hear him say, sir. I want to hear him say, sir. Well done. I know he had some hard times and some tribulation. Come up just a little bit higher. Anybody know it today? If you know it, Jesus, I'm praying. I know that he has peace. But I'm here now to celebrate. Not one that have left us forever. But all in a while, when these trying days is over, I want to hear him say, celebrate. Yes, I'm praying right now. He's able. Certainly able. And I used to hear the old Baptist preacher say that he hung, he bled, and he died. But he didn't stay there. Bread. Anybody know that he got up early Sunday morning? And when he got up, he said, all power is in my hand, in my behold. He said, let not your heart be troubled. All you got to do is to believe in God. If you believe in God, believe in me. Thank you, Jesus. Because I'm just going away. I'm going to prepare a place for you. So that where I am, there you may be. Is anybody glad about it? That when I get up there, singing, shouting, praising God. Thank you, Jesus. I want to hear him say, servant, well, no more pain. But every day will be like Sunday. Thank you. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Well done. Come on, give that praise.
Just about have concluded this service for Mrs. Ruby Harris. I want to acknowledge before we view the body, Arkansas Healthcare is here. Amen. We thank God for their presence. Amen. Come give it all. Lovely wife for 30 years. I thank God for her. We get ready to come around and do the body. And we want to appreciate God for the Wilson Funeral Home for doing an excellent job. We thank God for them. When the outside